What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. I'm going to talk about Paul Gasol's return is only shot Chicago Bulls have to keep series versus Cavs alive. Paul Gasol is officially listed as probable for Game 6, and he may be the only thing standing between his Chicago Bulls and definite elimination against the Cleveland Cavaliers. A sore hamstring kept Gasol out of Game 4 and 5, but he'll be back as the Bulls face a possible playoff exit for the first time this postseason. Per Nick Fidel of ESPNChicago.com, and I quote, Gasol said he made good progress today. I'll be out there for Game 6. After Big Man explained to K.C. Johnson of the Chicago Tribune. However, it's not exactly clear how much he'd be able to contribute. Whatever percentage I'm at, that's what I'll give, Gasol said. The Bulls would need Gasol's return to be more than ceremonial. One issue to address up front, there are plenty of strong arguments from informed observers that Gasol's return might actually be a bad thing for Chicago. When Gasol's hamstring injury initially happened, NBA analyst Nate Duncan believed it improved the Bulls' chances against the Cavs. And when Chicago defense looked better in stretches without Gasol, that theory got some supporting evidence. There is even some statistical backing from the regular season that Gasol's impact on the Bulls is at best neutral and at worst negative. According to NBA.com, Chicago offensive rating was nearly identical whether Gasol was on the court or not during the year. Defensively, the Bulls were nearly a point per 100 possession senior with the spin yard on the pine. Based on the biggest set of numbers we have the regular season data, it's fair to wonder whether Gasol matters much. Leading the lead in double-doubles is great, but the Bulls were actually better on the board when Gasol sat, and his lack of mobility was a real issue in Chicago's defensive scheme. Nonetheless, Gasol on-court impact against the Cavs has been markedly positive, and after playoffs reminded us every year, regular season numbers don't always help predict how players will perform in short series against specific matchup. That's why it might be more sensible to focus on Gasol's performance in this series instead of his regular season body of work. Specifically, that means we should pay attention to the plus negative 20.9 net rating the Bulls ran up with Gasol and Jakeem North together on the NBA court per NBA.com, and the fact that the Bulls' net rating dropped by 3.6 points per 100 possessions against the Cavaliers when Gasol had been off the floor. You could argue against the value of those numbers on the ground. They reflect relatively small sample of court time, and you could point to Gasol's bad hamstring as a reason not to expect similar value going forward. Gasol not perfect, and there's clearly risk in relying on him as some sort of savior, but he's the best bet the Bulls have, because his presence on the court short of the weaknesses that have hurt them in this series. And no, of course Gasol can't do anything about LeBron James hitting contested game winners. Nobody can. Lures and scoring have killed Chicago, though, and Gasol can help prevent those brutal bucket list periods. For example, James' clutch series swinging basket at Thomas Spire in Game 4 might not have meant anything if the Bulls could have avoided a pair of crippling scoring droughts earlier in the contest. They went scoreless for a full 6 minutes in the second quarter, and a 16-point fourth quarter allowed the Cavaliers to steal the contest at the buzzer. Game 5 saw Chicago shoot just 39.5% from the field, as Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler had to shoulder nearly all other scoring burden, each logging more than 40 minutes in the losing effort. Those two may not be able to hold up under such a burden, especially with Noah looking nothing like a capable distributor he was when he finished fourth in MVP voting last season. Gasol is a mid-range threat who jumper drives defenders out of the lane. With him on the floor, there are more driving and cutting angles for the Bulls guard and wing. Either offset to the lane create kick-out chances that could help get Nook for Mike Dunleavy and Nikolai Mirotic. It's a ripple effect thing with Gasol. Having him out there, even if he hobbles, can generate scoring opportunity for everybody. And with Noah Hand having inexplicably abandoned him, Gasol is also the Bulls' best elbow facilitator. Chicago best on offense in Game 1. When Gasol pushed up 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks on 10 of 16 shooting, he was deadly from the perimeter, and Chicago offense played well as a result, connected on 50% of its field goal attempt overall. Gasol interplay with Rose in that game clearly gave the Cavaliers problem. Yes, the defense is likely to suffer, but the Bulls' offense has been the bigger source of concern against Cleveland, and Gasol reintegration into the lineup should help. If you step back for a second, this is really what Gasol was supposed to provide all along. From the moment he signed last summer, this was what everyone hoped he brings. The smart and inside-outside touch necessary to spice up an attack that had always been bland. Adding his skills and finesse to a front court short on both belong on physicality and enthusiasm for dirty work was the final step in Chicago contender construction. Whatever shortcomings Gasol had, he can still be the offensive drink store the Bulls need. Will his return be enough to overcome James' looming greatness and a cast of Cavs role players gaining confidence by the second? Maybe not, but it's the best shot the Bulls have. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.